we can actually have multiple background images and these will overlap each other. So now we have two images here, apple and these birds. I'm going to stack the apple on top of the bird. So according to the background image, we have the first URL and then a comma and then the second URL. Now, notice that the background repeat, background position, and background size have two values. Now, this is because the different properties will match up to the values in the same position in other properties. So, the first property or the first value of the property background repeat is for the first URL. The second one is for the second URL. Then background position. Center is for apple and the second center is for the garnet. For the background size, you can see that the apple is 30% while the garnet is cover. However, there are cases where you have values of certain properties that are not equal in number to the background images. In those cases, there's going to be a cycle to estimate what property will be assigned to which image, as you can see in this text. So now back to the code. Now notice that the apple is smaller because, of course, aside from the general size, I put the size to 30%. Now, let's say I set it to 20%. That's going to make it even smaller. It is overlapping the garnets because it is the first listed image. The last one is going to be in the bottom. We can even have more than two images, but let us deal with this first. For the position, remember I said the first set of position values is for the first image. So I can do left top. This is going to affect the apple and place it in the left top position. Now, we can do the background repeat for the apple to be repeat. Boom. And we have this. So you can see how we can control the values for each image independently. We could make this apple a lot smaller. 5%. It's beginning to look very interesting. We could make it 1%. Now, this is beginning to look like a lot of apples here. Beginning to look nice. How about 0.5%? Voila. Very interesting. That's a lot of apples here. Generally, this is how to have multiple background images and how to deal with each of them. And even if you have multiple background images, you can assign certain values of properties to the images independently.